everybody, it's me, the Nerdy Hero. I'm back doing another trailer breakdown. I had a lot of fun making the Avengers Infinity War trailer breakdown. Some of you guys actually seem to really enjoy it. So now I'm talking about another trailer that I'm really excited to talk about. It's going to be Ready Player One. The newest trailer has dropped. I did a reaction for it. I talked about it on my podcast. And now I figured I'd do a frame-by-frame for a breakdown of everything I saw in the trailer and a lot of the Easter eggs that are in the trailer, because there is a lot of them. So let's just get started right from the very beginning here.
My name's Wade Watts. My dad picked that name because it sounded like a superhero's alter ego, like Peter Parker or Bruce Banner.
Okay, the very first piece of dialogue you hear is actually lines right from the book itself, where he talks about how his name is Wade Watts, his father was named him after the idea of how superheroes have names like Bruce Banner, Peter Parker, Wade Watts. And he actually is the hero of the story, as we're going to come to see. Interesting moment right here with the washing machine. In the book, he hides between the washing machine and the wall because he likes hanging out there because it smells like detergent, which is a much better smell than the rest of his house. It was never mentioned that he actually slept on top of the washing machine, but this is a movie, so they're kind of mixing things up. Putting the washing machine there still references it, and it still shows that it's a pretty bad living situation.
Here in my tiny corner of nowhere, there's nowhere left to go. Nowhere.
Here we get his first shot of the haptic gloves and haptic gear he has, and it looks like it's made by IOI Industries, or Innovative Online Industries, as you can see.
Except the Oasis.
Now, for those who have not read the book, when you put on the suit or the goggles or the gloves, whatever, you actually see, instead of saying Oasis on as it's loading on, it actually says Ready Player One, hence the name of the book.
A whole virtual universe. People come to the Oasis for all the things.
I'm going to stop right here. Here we have the race. Now, the race was never part of the book itself, but here, since this is a movie adaptation, it looks like it's changing a lot of things. Right here on the top right screen, you see it says race for the copper key or win the copper key, meaning this is the first challenge to win the copper key, which unlocks the copper gate, and then so on and so forth moving forward with the story. But so the fact that they're changing that aspect, which is the Tomb of Horrors, it looks like they're going to be replacing it with the race. And before I talk about that, I'm talking about some of the Easter eggs here. Right here on the left hand side, you see Ryu from Street Fighter, the Mach 5 from Speed Racer. On the bottom, you see the Batmobile from the 60s Batman. On the right hand side, you're gonna see Mad Max's black on black Mustang, and all the way in the front you can see the Bigfoot monster truck, which was shown in the first trailer, and also you'll see the A-Team van right there, which was also shown in the first teaser trailer. All right, three things to mention here. Obviously, the Delorean from Back to the Future. If you look to the license plate, it says his avatar's name, Parzival, and of course, the Thundercats belt buckle.
People come to the Oasis for all the things they...
This is the first shot we actually get of Ty Sheridan's Wade Watts character, Parzival. And I think he looks immaculate. If you look at the skin texture, it's kind of like has this polygon shape to it, which kind of gives you that very CGI video game character-esque. You can't really complain about the CGI looking fake because it's a video game. It's supposed to look somewhat like this, so.
Can do.
Alright, stopping here, we get Harlequin and Deadshot. This was in the first teaser trailer, so there's no big news here. And he's walking in here. This is going to most likely be, and it probably is, Ogden Morrow's birthday party at the Zero Gravity nightclub called the Distracted Globe. And there's probably been multiple videos on YouTube of people breaking down as many characters as they can find in here. So I'm not going to skip about all the characters that are in here, but apparently everybody in here is a reference to somebody.
But they stay because of all the things they can be.
A couple things to notice here. One, that's Commander Shepard right here on the left-hand side from Mass Effect, and he's doing his little shimmy dance that he does in the game, that little side-to-side little movement he does. Behind here, we got Blanca, and then over here, we got Tomb Raider. And there's a couple other things here, but they're really minuscule things. I don't even know what that orange thing in the background is.
Can you feel this?
Now this part I want to talk about because this is where you're starting to see the differences in the story. Obviously here he has a much higher tech outfit on, which gives him the full sensations all over his body for the haptic gear.
That's what she said.
And if I'm looking at this, I'm thinking to myself, he's still inside his hideout and or his van. Meaning, in this book, by the time he had this gear on, he already had moved out of the city, got in his own apartment. Looks like they're changing that aspect of it, and it's just keeping him in the van as he's getting more fame and getting better gear, getting sponsorships. He gets this good equipment, but he's still in the van.
Yeah, it's the only place that feels like I'm.
We saw this in the first teaser trailer, and there's still not too much you can pinpoint here. Everyone always talks about, you can see Gandalf the Grey floating around, which is the only thing I can notice.
The Oasis was the brainchild of James Halliday.
Hello. If you're watching this, I'm dead.
Not much to say about Halliday right here, except the fact that he's wearing a Simon Says pin, which is kind of nice.
I created a hidden object, an Easter egg.
Here we go. There's a couple things to notice here. Some people have been saying that the two dragons wrapped around the Easter egg right there are a reference to Mortal Kombat. But I'm going to skip over that and go to the ceiling where you can read the writing up there. And that's actually from the book. It's the quote that he says in his will. 3 hidden keys open 3 secret gates, wherein the Aryans will be tested for worthy traits. And those with the skills, these traits will reach the end where the prize awaits.
The person to find the egg will inherit $500 billion and total control of the Oasis itself.
Pausing right here because we're back at the race now, and it looks like it's Artemis driving the Akira bike like we saw in the teaser trailer. And here we get a good look at some of the other stickers that she has on it. One of them being Wonder Woman. You also got Mixed Pac-Man. Stopping it right here, you see that the character H is the one driving Bigfoot. We saw that in the trailer. H is the best friend of Parzival, the main character. And apparently H in the story the avatar was of a white male. And here H is now an orc / cyborg character. And before we move forward, if you actually look on the bottom left side, we get that Delta sign, Delta City, and that's actually a reference to RoboCop.
Who is this Parzival?
Okay, here we get the first look at the scoreboard. Now this is something from the book where everyone in the online community can see who's on top of the scoreboard to get all the gates and all the keys. And here we actually see something that's different from the book. You see Parzival's name by itself, but you see that there's 2 keys next to his name. Now that makes me believe that he's gonna get 2 keys before anybody else starts getting 1 key opening the gates. So that is already different, because once he got the first key and got to the first gate, Artemis was already second place, got the key and came in second and got the second gate. So their names are already together. Here looks like he's gonna get through 2 keys before anybody starts progressing after him.
And how the hell is
this? Is a little quick edit right here. We get the first look at Halliday's avatar, Anorak, here, as it seems like he's handing him the crystal key, but as the scene progresses and it cuts to this shot right here, it's actually picking up the copper key. So it's a quick little edit.
Find him. This isn't just a game.
This seems to be, all this right here seems to be when Ogden Morrow's birthday party gets crashed by the Sixers, or IOI's robot drone employees. Stopping right here because here we get our first look at Samantha, who is Artemis in the book. Now in the book, you do not meet Samantha until the end of the story. Here obviously is a big change in the story where it looks like halfway through the movie, he's going to be thrown into this quote-unquote rebellion underground movement to, you know, win the Easter egg.
I'm talking about actual life and death stuff.
the Oasis?
Now here we get the first clear shot of Ben Mendelsohn, who's playing Nolan Sorrento, who is pretty much the villain of the story. He's the one who's in charge of the program to unlock the Easter egg for the game so that his company, who he's working for, can own the rights to the game.
The world's most important economic resource.
Stopping right here, besides the light shining on, which is probably looks like a helicopter or a drone of some sort, we get the first look at H on the left side, which I won't go too much detail to who H is because of spoilers. H is right next to Wade Watts. This is H and Wade hanging out in real life, probably for the first time. And we get H's van right there, which looks very different from an RV. It looks more like it's an ambulance or a mail truck.
It's nothing less than a war. We're in control of the future.
Now this is a moment from the book that everybody should know. This is the moment where his life gets turned around, let's just say.
Welcome to the rebellion.
Here we get him being introduced into the underground movement, which he actually gets to meet Samantha, which she's covering half her face with her hair, which is a reference to the fact that she has a birthmark on her right side of her face.
Wait.
And it looks like King Kong is going to be part of the race, probably as an obstacle, or it's just something going on in the background, which is going to be really cool. Alright, now we get a good look at the final battle. There's a lot going on here. It's hard to pick up what's going on. I did some research into some of these things. I tried to pick up as much as I could on my own, but some of these I have to do some research on. Right here we get a reference to Joust, which was referenced in the first teaser trailer as well, and obviously in the book itself. Joust is a big part of it. But here we get Battletoads as well, and there's a bunch of other stuff that I can't pick up all of it. I'm gonna stop right here because, as you just saw in the recent released article by Entertainment Weekly, it showed an image of Artemis and Parzival at this quote-unquote museum, and this AI butler person was showing them around, basically is what the article was saying. Now, he just got a coin from this butler. In the book, he plays a perfect game of Pac-Man all the way through and through, from beginning to end, and he unlocks his coin. That coin has a big plot moment in the book itself. So I'm wondering if they remove that and then somehow he gets the coin from this butler for some reason besides just visiting a museum.
Like many of you,
this looks awesome, and I believe it's going to be a reference to Saturday Night Fever.
I only came here
We get a good look at Injustice 2 Joker and Harley Quinn.
to escape.
This one has a lot of people talking. Okay, so here we have a lot going on. First things first, from left to right, we're going to have Tomb Raider, Casey Cage from Mortal Kombat, Tracer from Overwatch,
Female Shepard from Mass Effect,
Chun-Li, and on the right side I was a little torn. I had two guesses. One of them says it's the villains, is the skeleton warriors from Army of Darkness, and I also thought maybe it's the skeleton creatures from Elder Scrolls Skyrim. It's one of those two. Most likely it's going to be from Army of Darkness.
But I found something much bigger.
Someone talked to me about why do you not see her birthmark on her right side of her face here? And at first I was like, oh, did they remove it? And I'm like, well, she's covering her face early in the trailer, and I've seen an official image that was released by Entertainment Weekly where it shows her birthmark on her right side of her face. So I'm guessing that they might have CGI'd over her face to cover the birthmark so that, you know, it's not a big spoiler for people when they're watching the movie for the first time and then they see her move her hair for the first time, revealing the birthmark as to why she covers it. So maybe they CGI'd over it, or maybe they did two takes, one with the makeup, one without, for the trailer purposes.
Bigger than just my.
This one is an amazing shot. It's hard to notice what this is, but this is basically a library of everything. All the video games, all the books, all the movies, of everything. Some people have taken screenshots and figured out they can see Full Metal Jacket, they can see Scarface, they can see the Batman movie. They're all in there. I can't really pick them all out.
No.
Stopping right here, you get a look at Deadshot here on the left. Everybody else, it's hard for me to notice. I'm sure there's some other pages that can figure it out.
Are you willing to fuck?
I'm gonna stop right here because here we get the first look at Anorak's castle in the background, covered by the force field that IOI put up in the book. This is Dora right before the big battle happens. He has his big speech, of the big hero speech, right before everything happens. Right here we get a good look at the RX-78 Gundam, which is the giant robot H uses in the book during the final battle. You get Chucky going AWOL here. This is one, a lot of people are talking about this one quick shot of just Chucky just taking down Sixers left and right.
help us save the OA.
Stopping right here, this is another deviation from the story, because this seems to be him doing his speech during the final battle. And it looks like he's inside the van with H, who's in the background right there. And in the book, when they have their final battle, they're in much better equipment, very high-tech equipment, meeting at Ogdemore's real-life mansion.
Jesus.
For those who read the book, they would know exactly what this moment is, and I'm not even going to say nothing about it. Obviously, right here, we get to look at Iron Giant going in for the final battle. Who knows how many references to how many characters are all over the place here. And that's my breakdown, guys, of everything I was able to notice of the Ready Player One trailer. I'm super excited, guys. I don't even know what else to talk about. This trailer blew my mind, and I'm so excited. I love the book a lot, as I've expressed many times. And this trailer just blew all my expectations. And this movie is what, a few months, like 4 months away, I think. I just can't wait. There'll probably be maybe one more trailer before the movie's out, and I'm hyped. I don't even need the next trailer. I just want a movie already. So let me know in the comments, guys, if I missed anything that you guys noticed, any guesses you guys have as to what the story is going to be like. Just leave it all in the comments down below. Let me know if you read the book as well. Put it all down below. Remember, you can like, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and as always, guys, remember, keep it nerdy.